Sam Avery's watching this one this afternoon at the Select Car Leasing Stadium. Sam, I was chatting to a Wycombe fan earlier this week, and he felt, and these were his words, not mine, he said the side is limping over the line, or trying to limp over the line. How would you react to that comment?
Yeah, it certainly feels like that, doesn't it? The wins have dried up, the goals have certainly dried up, and it does feel a little bit like that, certainly when you consider some of the recent games and even the recent wins. I'm not sure they deserve to win at Rotherham. They played well last 20 minutes and managed to find a couple of late goals. Even against Lincoln, they weren't great, but found a way. And then, almost ironically, their best performance probably under Dodd so far against Shrewsbury, they don't win. So it's been really frustrating so far. I think we're yet to see a really good performance and really good win. I don't think we've seen that yet, and this would be a great place to go and get it, because they're being backed by 1,700 Wycombe fans who are making noise away to my right, and there were good memories of coming here last season. If you think Lombike's overhead kick and the late penalty from Berily Labalu, it was a game that last season really galvanised the supporters after that torrid winter where they went 12 games without a victory in the league. Games like this really galvanised the supporters towards the end of last season, and the hope is that it can do the same again today.
And I suppose we've been talking here about it's not quite time to be looking at other results, but actually there's one result that Chairboys fans will be looking at, and it's a game that's taking place at exactly the same time. Wrexham in action today.
Yeah, it's incredible. So come 2:30, Wycombe could either be 6 points adrift of second, or they could be level on points with Wrexham with a game in hand. I mean, so much can happen this lunchtime. You would expect Wrexham to win at home to Burton Albion, but Burton Albion, I think themselves, are only about 3 points adrift in the relegation zone, so it's still all to play for them. I think they've still got a decent chance of beating the drop, so they'll go there and needing 3 points, much like Wycombe need 3 points today, much like Wrexham need 3 points, and even Reading need 3 points because they're 1 point off the playoffs. So you talk about Luton versus Leeds being a must-win for both sides. I think this game is for Reading and Wycombe, and also Wrexham versus Burton Albion is as well.
Richard Kone scored 21 goals this season, 18 in the league, I believe, and he just needs to score a few more. We need to see a bit more from him. It hasn't been firing on all cylinders the last couple of games.
No, he's not had too many. Well, he didn't have too many chances in the game against Lincoln, to be fair, but he certainly did against Shrewsbury. He should have scored at least one or two. There was a header in the first half which he should have done better with. Also dragged a shot wide in the first half as well. So yeah, not quite on it, Kone, in the midweek game, but he scored in the last away game at Rotherham. That was a good header. He's still one of the best strikers at this level, but yeah, you get the feeling that once he gets that next goal, then hopefully he'll hit a fine run of form again. It'll be the perfect time to do so.